guys, it's T-Bonator11 Gaming here with a brand new video, and today it's gonna be similar to the last one I did, except this time we're gonna be soloing with a hunter, just to show you that it is doable on multiple characters. It's not only one class that can do it. To be honest, my only recommendation is you be used of playing the game and used of what your character can and cannot do, and used of the movement speeds, and obviously have decent set of weapons. The higher light level you are, the better. I am at level 400, so it does give me the better odds because my weapons are all 400 as well. Doesn't mean that you cannot solo it at a lower light level. It's just a little more difficult, that's all. So I'm basically using the Void class, so the Nightstalker. I'm using the Vortex Grenade. And for the weapons, I'm using the Cryptic Dragon Scout Rifle, which has a good roll on it. I'm using 1,000-yard stare with Void burn damage, and I'm also using the King's Fall hard mode raid rocket launcher, which is Void as well. This week's modifier, I guess the most important ones are, I believe it's either airborne or grounded, but it's whichever one. You take more damage while you're in the air, so you don't want to be jumping while you're taking damage, because it's gonna hurt a lot more. Obviously you got Void Burn, you've got taking damage in the air, you've also got Catapult, so it recharges your grenade ability faster. You do have Juggler as well, so whatever weapon that is out, you will not get drops for that particular weapon, so it's good to switch to your sniper, your primary, and your heavy. As well as switching to those three help out with one of Zavala's, or one of the, not Zavala's, but just the regular heroic strike bounties, where you have to get rainbow medals, or three special kills in a row to get special kill medal, and etc. So that definitely helps out as well. So for this, for those who might not know, most of you already know this particular strike, the Blighted Chalice. Basically, you have 4 total rounds of enemies. The first round, right when you spawn in, I did forget to hit the record button, so I didn't record the first part, but I did record as soon as I finished it. But the first part, you basically have 2 big black orbs that pop in the middle, and then you have taken scions that spawn, the ones that multiply, which are really annoying, but they're, as long as you get some damage done on them quite early, they're pretty easy to contain. And then you have 3 rounds of 1 yellow bar enemy, either knights or wizards, and then just a bunch of thralls, and I believe on towards the end of the round you do have cursed thralls that are there as well. So as you can see here, I just came on top because it's a lot easier. I drag all the thralls to me there, and they can't get me. Some people say you don't need to do it, and you don't need to do it. I just do it because it's easy, and I don't really care if people say, oh, that's just kind of a cheese spot, or you shouldn't use that, just do it yourself. That's fine. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. I just find this easier, less stressful, and don't have to worry about anything. So basically I just come up here and then do what I need to do, and then when everybody does end up dying, you go down, you grab the relic, and then you go unlock the door. So there are 3 locks on the door. You have to unlock all 3. This is the last one. Once you open this door, there are going to be a bunch of cursed thralls coming after you. Just sniper 1 headshot, and they all blow up. Reason why I use my snipers, because I want some heavy drops and primary drops, because those are the ones that tend to not drop as much for me. The Wrath of the Machine raid gear here is almost pointless for heavy drops because there are no fallen enemies. It's basically all hive and then taken. And the taken are primarily, I do say primarily because then you have the captains and the vandals that are fallen, but the other are basically scions, or they're either cabal. Well, most of them are cabal, I believe. So that's why I don't really necessarily use that. But with juggler, it does still drop quite often without that. So this area here, you do have 2 wizards to take care of. And once those 2 wizards are down, you can just continue on to the next section. The next section will have to go down in the tunnel. So right here, I wasn't sure exactly where the wizard was, so I just had to wait a little bit, draw it out, and then as you can see there, I got both of them. I don't care about the other enemies because you're gonna encounter enough enemies in this particular strike that you don't have to kill everything to get the gold score, right? The gold medal. So basically this area here, the first thing that you do, I always take care of the yellow bar witch, get that one out of the way because she likes to just bomb you with ridiculous amount of damage. Then obviously you're gonna have to kill some thralls that are around you, which thralls are very easy to contain and to kill. 2 melees for Nightfall, but any other strikes, it's basically 1 melee and they're dead. The only enemies that we're really worrying about now are the Acolyte, because it is Void Burn, and they are the only enemies at this point that are going to be shooting Void Burn to us. So you want to be careful, you don't want to just rush in too quickly. Just in case that you do and you have to restart over again, you kind of want to try to get it in one shot as much as you can. But don't expect your first time trying to solo to be able to do it. If you do, that's awesome. As long as you follow the simple steps of don't rush too much. You do have 30 minutes, which is plenty of time. You have time to wipe once or twice, maybe even more than that, depending on where you're at. The boss fight, you don't really want to wipe more than once, because it does take a little while because you're the only one putting damage on the boss. So you don't want to wipe too many times there. But anywhere else, it's fairly quickly. It's just adds that pop up, so you can get through them and kill them quite quickly. Now this room, there are going to be 3 knights and 2 wizards that you're going to want to take out fairly quickly. So I spotted the 2 knights really quickly. The third one always tends to hide. But that being said, he ends up popping up as soon as I take a couple of shots at the wizard, and there he goes. So I took 1 wizard out, 3 knights out, and then there's only the yellow bar wizard, which just started shooting at me there. Once that enemy has been taken care of, which 2 rockets usually does the trick, then you can move forward towards the final stage. So the final stage is quite simple. It's just going to be taking care of enemies and getting to the boss. Now I'm going to explain the boss phase here, so I don't talk too long during the video, so you guys can just enjoy watching the video without having to listen. But the boss basically has 3 phases as well. The first phase, he has kind of like a knight cannon, so kind of like a boomer cannon that goes after you. And after a certain amount of damage that you do to him, he switches to like a taken knight flamethrower. He throws like the flame, I don't know, flame meteors, or he just throws flames at you. And the final phase, he's basically like a centurion. He's going to launch those purple orbs that track you. He's going to launch at least 4 of them, if I'm not mistaken. So the phases are, they do rely on damage, so he won't go into the next phase until you reach a certain amount of damage on him, which is good. You do have to keep your eyes out on ads depending on where you do it. I kind of do it from the middle, so there's only really the ads that spawn right in the middle where I'm at that I need to worry about that much. I do kill ads at the bottom a little bit just to go get some ammo if I need it, but that's about it. So just want to be patient with that. If you can get there with at least 10 minutes, you're going to be fine. If you get to the final stage with at least 10 minutes, you don't really need to worry about it. As long as you do consistent damage, you'll be fine. Anything lower than that, I'm not saying just restart. You're just going to have to do a lot more DPS and have to just not even kill ads. So hopefully you have some heavy ammo synth, or I'd recommend special synthesis instead of heavy, just because the heavy, it does do a big cluster of damage, but I feel that a sniper is more of an accurate kind of spamming headshots, because he doesn't move that much, and you'd be able to get him quite easily. Alright guys, so enjoy the rest of this. I do believe that I did die fairly quickly in the first boss phase by a stupid mistake. So I just edited that out. I just cut it out, and I just edited in just the run that I did right after. Because when you get the checkpoint, you don't have to go back to orbit. You just go back to the last checkpoint, which is nice. Alright guys, so enjoy the rest of this. Leave a like on the video. Leave comments in the section below, seeing if you guys have done it solo before. If you guys are looking for people to do Nightfall, I'll be more than happy to help people out. My PSN will be in the description below, and please subscribe to my channel guys, and enjoy the boss fight.
power over the Blight was impressive. You are a credit to the Tower, Guardian.
Did she just compliment us?